like to share about what actually, transpired. We'll go over and give sort of those important dates. Everybody on right now did receive those amazing notes that Miss LA took. And I tell you, I don't know how she was able to capture as much as she captured, but she did. And she went right to putting sort of that big news first. She said, so y'all didn't have to sort of sit through the first part, which was really awesome. But she said she knew that you guys just wanted those meat and potatoes first. And then you could eat the dessert later. So we are excited. We have our new company, and it is operating in 2 entities, which makes lots of sense. The product Jewel is the name of the company piece that is strictly about the product, not about the network marketing, not about the team building, just about the product. And then we have Six Star, which again is about that whole opportunity encapsulated with the product. So I don't know, Miss Tanya, you want to go first?
I will go first, and I am recording. Okay, I hadn't remembered any other time, or we couldn't any other time before. So it was good. You know what? I am still tired, okay, because I can't do like I used to do. But it was so worth it. It was so worth it. And so I will say it this way. It was about the spirit that was in the room. So there was, before Mr. Crump even started speaking, when we walked into the hotel, there were people taking pictures and, that camaraderie, and I get that from y'all, and that's, wonderful. I mean, that really is for us foundational to having kept us to this point. But that energy was like immediate, okay? And it was just, I try to be a little bit laid back, and not get too excited, but it was absolutely about the energy, the momentum. And, when Mr. Crump came in, it was like Muhammad Ali was coming in, just that sense that solidified for me that this is the place to be. Okay. It was nice to know the name. It was nice to know all of that so I can operate from a business perspective, but it just confirmed what my spirit knew in terms of it being worth the wait, period.
All right. Yes, I feel you. You were right. As soon as we hit that hotel lobby, it was on fire. And I have to say that, it was a lot of the EOD. They showed up big time, and they drove from wherever they had to get to. But it was just that it was like a family reunion. It really was, the way they enveloped us in love. And you are absolutely right. It was confirmation that this is where we should be. So I don't know, Benita, Rebecca, which one you guys want to go first?
I'll go next. Because I might have to leave. I need to take EJ somewhere. But I was definitely excited because especially since Emery Marshall was able to come. And Emery Marshall was really excited after the event. And to the point where he's literally right now, well, he's not talking to anyone now, but he has started talking to folks and telling them about the pads, like on steroids or something. And I'm like, wait a minute, we don't know everything, because I'm the type that will move slow, but he'll move quick. But and he is like seriously excited, and I'm definitely thrilled with the compensation plan, because that was his problem with the last company. Some of the things didn't make sense, and he just couldn't grab a hold of it. And but this compensation plan that was presented Sunday, he has grabbed a hold of it. He even told Mr. Crump real quickly. He was like, yeah, I had a problem with this, and this, but you guys answered those, and I'm ready to go for it now. So I'm definitely thrilled about that, and excited and ready for it to get going. Ready for it to get going. And it was just a fresh, breath of fresh air to that whole change, and to see Mr. Crump and his wife still excited, and all of our prayers and has come through fruition. To me, it was more than I expected, to be quite frank with you. So, but that's it for me. I can't think of anything right now, but I'm definitely excited and ready.
Well, that's awesome. You're absolutely right. That Mr. Crump, when I remember talking to him in October, I was outside on the front lawn because I couldn't get good reception in my office. And I remember him saying at that point that when I come with it, I'm coming with it laid out. And you're either I'm not half stepping, I'm not trying to sell anybody, I'm just going to share the vision. And either the people will get it or they won't, but I'm coming to you correct with every I dotted and every T crossed. And that's exactly what, when you said that compensation plan made sense, that's exactly what it
I can figure that one out real quick.
Yeah. Okay, Miss
that last one, it still took me a while to get that one.
Yeah. Plenty of us. We still ain't. Okay, Miss Rebecca.
Yeah, I was gonna start with that comp plan because I mean, I know we've been doing this for quite some time now, and I think I was sitting there with my mouth hanging open the entire time he was talking about the comp plan. I think I said things out loud, and he answered me. I was like, "You gonna pay us again? Like, and then you're gonna do this again? I mean, to get paid on the shipping, to get paid on the yearly fees." I think he said we get paid off of our auto ship, if I'm correct. And I'm not even looking at notes to figure it out. Like, it's stuck in my brain. Like, we're gonna get paid on these things. Like, I'm still like floored with that. And I think also just the fact that, knowing, what kind of network marketer he is and what he's capable of doing, and how he probably could go to any network marketing company and make millions, but instead decided that, you know what, I'm going to be here for the people because I never liked what was going on in network marketing, and to actually expose it to us and help us to see that there's other ways to make money and we can do this together and we all in it together. I'm like, okay, this is, I thought Inspire was the last stop for me. Like, I'm not doing this again. I love, helping women with the pads. I know y'all know my story. So for me, this is the last stop. But when he came out and started talking, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, this is not real. But the graphene, like, we said we were going to wrap our bodies in it because it said it was going to speed up our metabolism, right? I was like, yeah. I think Tanya started that one. So, just everything to realize, like, we are on the forefront of a product that is not really, it's out there, but it's not out there, only known by few. And we'll be there, leading the charge with that. I mean, I don't know what else to say. The only thing I need to do is find out how I can get me a banner so I can start my pre-sales at my event at the end of the month. So if I could purchase a banner and just to market it so we can start, getting things out there. Okay, thank you, Landon. She gonna come in when I'm done. That would be perfect. But just the camaraderie, everybody hugging. I mean, you can't ask for anything more. And to be there for like the reveal, like, I'm not going to probably make the gala, but I'm so glad I was able to make the reveal because it made me, even though I know I can't make it, I feel like, but I was there for the beginning, either way, which doesn't always happen. So it was a great week. I actually just got back this morning. So
oh, that's right.
Yeah, I was supposed to come back last night, but they kept changing my flight. I was like, look, y'all are crazy. So I got back this morning. But it was great. I gotta say, him and his wife and family sacrificing just for us. I mean, you can't ask for anything more.
Right.
And he's all about saving lives, and he knows that once you take care of everything, it's going to take care of you. So
Yes, that was it.
that's
And
fascinating.
that was absolutely awesome. And you know what was really, like, I'll say this that happened, and I don't believe it happened by accident. And I do believe that it was favor, right? Is that we had the opportunity. We were supposed to go back to the Airbnb that Jackie and Latiji had rented for an EOD meeting afterwards. We were starving. We were hungry. That meeting went long, y'all. I ain't gonna tell no lie. It didn't feel like it while you were in it, but it did go long. And we went to get something to eat in the hotel. And we were there, and we sat there, and Mr. Crump came by, right? And we were there. It was me, Tanya, Rebecca, it was Charmaine, and Miss LA. And he sat down, and Miss LA immediately ordered him what we had been eating, right? And that food was good. That stuff was hot, but I loved it. And he sat down and he started talking with us. And then Mrs. Crump came. And so I was like, hey, let's put in another order for her. And they came, and we had some good quality time with them. It was just the audience of them. And, you know, a lot of times when you see people that get that opportunity, they immediately go to putting it on Facebook or videoing it. And that wasn't what it was meant to be. It was really intimate, personal time with them. And they shared their heart, and we shared our hearts. And it was, I think that was absolutely the cherry on top and the ice cream on the bottom too. It absolutely was. And for them to recognize and appreciate, you know, who we are and what we did and what we went through, aside from what we went through with Inspire, but what we was going through in that team, you know, that he recognized.
Oh, amen.
Oh, yes. He recognized what that was. And that was so valuable. Just to have that audience and know that we're a team that is connected to him so closely, right? That there is definitely favor in that.
Exactly. I agree. I think that topped off the weekend. You're absolutely right. As tight as we were and everything, we, you know, talked and they were, I mean, it's just nice when you sit with real people.
Yep.
And I think that is what I appreciate most about both of them. They are so real, so down to earth, so approachable. And we couldn't ask for more.
No, we couldn't.
And I agree with you.
The humility was like, just, you know, for me, it's about the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Vibrations.
Yes. But this was so peaceful, you know, and just the tone of what it was, how they were speaking was so humble. And I was just blown away, because I'm like, Miss Crump right here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she would just lean in on me when something was funny and whatever. I was just awed. But the spirit of that just has confirmed for me. Absolutely confirmed.
Yeah. Go ahead, Miss Beasley.
Oh, I don't have anything.
Oh, I thought you
right now. I'm just listening.
Okay.
Well, Miss Doctor, you got lots of work to do.
You do.
Amen.
I need you to order these books, right? I need you to order them.
Oh, you got them already.
I got them. I'm reading them.
Are they easy reads?
Well,
You said no.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
They're not real easy reads. One is sort of laid out a little differently. It really is sort of the journey of graphene.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
And I'm not that. I started this one first, but then everybody else seemed to be on this one. So I said, well, let me pick up this one. And I'm getting in there, but it's going to take a minute before we get to, I think it's going to take a minute before we really get to sort of the benefits,
Mhm.
I don't even know that the benefits, I don't know if it's in here, but
The doctor was good.
well, you talked to Dr. Malloy and
I interviewed Dr. Malloy like,
You sure
when
did.
was
I was
this?
like, go ahead, girl.
this
She
was
got
right
that.
after the meeting. He was sitting behind Tanya.
Oh,
And she had turned around and I saw she had hit record. And what I just sent him a friend request. I'm waiting for him to accept it because I do want to ask him to come with us and share, what, I mean, Tanya was getting some briefly, I guess, what it was about, but
yeah, I just needed to know. I said, could you just tell us in layman's terms, like, how do I do this? I need English, because my average person, first of all, I'm not going to have time for that. Okay. I just want to know, how do I communicate that? And he did give some, some good tips.
well, when are you gonna share?
You cooking, Tia?
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm so sorry. Yes, I was chopping something. Sorry, because I came off of mute because I wanted to ask Stacy. Stacy, can you share the names and stuff of the books? Are they on? Can we grab them from?
I can drop them in the chat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
And Benita, I will share the interview. Okay, I thought
Thank
I did
you.
back.
Oh,
Okay.
we didn't.
Thank
It's
you.
not in the Legacy Stars.
And
What?
it's in the other.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'll go ahead and move it.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
thought
that
it was
was-
there.
That was a great interview, and I appreciate it because it did answer the question that I put in the Legacy Stars, like, what are the benefits? And
I
that
knew you was
Dr.
gonna
Malloy
ask that
interview-
question.
Yeah.
I
Well, the
knew
thing
she was
is-
gonna ask that one.
But they talked about so many things, and then I would realize, like, afterwards, like, wait, they really didn't say, like, what it's going to do in the pad,
Right. And
that
I agree.
And we were so, like, stuck on, like, oh my God, it's going to do all of that. And then it's this strong, powerful thing. But the fact that it takes energy from the air, means that, it's going to work with your body naturally. That part I got. But to say the benefit is this, and this. And will they actually say that? Because they also said that
right.
Inspire was in trouble for even saying that not Inspire, I guess with Kaya now, in trouble for saying that the pads are soft and comfortable. So we need to be careful about that too.
What?
Not comfortable and dry.
Well, wait. Am I on
Wait a
mute?
minute, you can.
Am I on mute?
No, you're
No.
not.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
No, what they got in trouble for, I think it was they were saying it was the most comfortable
And dry.
and they didn't have they didn't have the evidence to back that up.
So we can't say the most.
Well, compared to what? I mean, have you compared it to everything? I guess is what they were coming at them with. So we have to be careful with our wording and what we say. And that's going to be a challenge because
Very.
So we can just say dry and comfortable, I guess.
Yep. And then we can still, my thought is you could still have it out and do that wet dry thing.
Right.
He's not doing that he's pushing the technology piece, which is why. So again, if you didn't see it, it was the vibrations or the energy from that from the graphene will light a light bulb. And that was sort of that wow factor. He didn't do the piece where you put the iodine in the water, and then if you drop the strip in the water, it will clear up the water, which is they're using graphene to clean out water supplies so that it is safe for people to drink. So,
I wonder what that does then to your actual flow.
Right. So that's where, in terms of we still aren't clear on the benefits. Now they did list the benefits or the characteristics and use of graphene, but the benefit of it being in the pad, we still are waiting.
Unclear.
We again want to be very careful before we go out and say anything, right? That we know what it is that is going on. The dates to be aware of, right, is the launch date where we will be able to enroll people for the $50 licensing fee is going to be April 15th. And the first product purchase is slated to take place on June 1st. Because he's really serious about making sure that these pads are in possession before. And I also think that educating the field is an important piece before putting them out there and having people saying all kinds of crazy things. So the launch weekend is that gala weekend. You know, even if you can't come, if you know that gala piece, right? The ticket, especially if you're paying a $150 ticket, it'll be worth it just for the gala. In terms, if you know anybody in the area that want to be dressed up and go out and have the concert and the performance and eat a really great meal and be out on the town. I'm trying to get some cousins to come to the gala, just if you know. And if y'all happen to want to participate in the 5K run, you'll get a shirt, right? You have a shirt, come out for that, and then see what else you're interested in. The compensation plan, like I said, there is, we do know, you know, in terms of the profit, I think she got them all. I don't know. I got to look through completely what Miss LA had typed up. But the great thing is that, you know, you get paid 4 deep. Like when Rebecca was saying that, you know, when you sign up, there's only 2 packages, which actually blew us away too.
Yeah.
The $100 package, and then there was the $250 package, and that's the only packages there are. But every time you buy one of those packages, I hear you, Tia. Every time you buy one of those packages, you get a fast start bonus. Every time one of those are made, whether it's the very first time or it's the 12th time. There is still a payout, and you get paid, and getting paid 4 levels deep is huge, right? And it makes sense. You get paid on the monthly subscription. So, like Rebecca was saying, you're going to get paid on, and it's called monthly subscriptions and not auto ships.
Right.
Oh, I like that.
You get paid on the monthly subscriptions 4 levels deep as well. We loved that there was no BV, CV, PCV, QV.
Right. Amen.
None of that.
Q&A.
Amen.
All of that.
That $1 is $1.
$1 is $1.
Thank you,
Ain't no need
Jesus.
to be trying to
Dollar
convert.
the dream.
Glory.
And here's the other piece where you say they're really serious about this, and Rebecca alluded to this, was the profit sharing piece, where you only have to qualify to be a first family in order to take advantage of being part of that profit sharing. And when he talked about the profit sharing, it was 10 things. Like everything a company gets paid off of: the product, the shipping, the distributor's annual licensing fee, the merchandise, the international expansion, the events, the breakage, the courier services,
The merchandise.
the payment transfers, even when they paying you,
Right.
profit in with those systems or those the fees that get charged. So I'm just like, and he's talking about, he wants to be like Amazon, where they delivering their own product.
Right. He said we're gonna have our own courier service.
You know, and so and to be able to qualify in that with just at that first rank of believer is amazing. Right.
Yep.
And so, I mean, really excited. He said, we're going to start off with 8 ranks because we don't need 10 until we realize we need them. Right. Well, when we get somebody that hits that rank, then they'll come up with a name for it. But it really is, it's amazing how they have that all set up. So I'm really excited. I know you guys are excited. The company name is perfect. I mean, the product name is perfect. We've gotten away from the night, days, overnights, and got moderate flow, heavy flow, super heavy flow, and very thin liner, you know. And the campaign continues, you know, not now in the justice for my jewel.
Or Justice for My Jewels, right?
Yeah, justice for my jewels. So that's
It was
what
one other thing he said too. I don't have my notebook in front of me.
about.
He said, "Justice for my jewels. Now it's time. The feminine flow."
Oh, that was the feminine. Her feminine flow the feminine flow has met her match.
Her match, right?
Yeah. That was the tagline, and that's going from female because it said female on the banner, but it's going to be feminine. That's what Mrs. Crump said.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Here's something I wanted to share with you. I have a 9:00 call with Mr. Crump and the people on the East Coast to set up the East Coast leg of this tour.
Okay.
I know he's got some dates already set in different places. It seems to me like he's gonna go to Maryland because they got a presence in that DMV area.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna do Delaware. And like he had said, and he said this to us, and he said it on a call, the Monday night call, I think, was that don't worry if he's okay with coming in people's houses and doing meetings.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be a big, don't think you have to have 30 people or 100 people or rent a hotel room. You don't have to do that. He said he is willing to come, you know, if we do it in your homes. You know, if you got 10 people, you know, however many people you have, he's willing to do it. And I think he really was sincere about people not feeling like, oh, I don't have a big enough crowd, so I don't need to be a stop on the tour. Mm-hmm. I think it's important that, like I said, we can't always get people to drive all the way to Maryland to see something. Sometimes you can't get people to drive. Like Charmaine is in southern New Jersey, but that's a drive to New Jersey. So I said we need to make all of these stops. So if he can do, you know, Maryland with Jackie and what's the guy? Amos. Why his first name is not coming to me? But Andre Amos. We can do a Delaware stop. We can do that New Jersey stop with Charmaine, and then we can go on to New York. Mm-hmm. And again, it doesn't have to be a huge undertaking. It could be in someone's home. It could be a smaller room we can, you know, rent out. I know we have the option where Tanya is, who's just got on the phone. She's taking care of business. We have, you know, you can check with the Congress people.
Yes. I will speak to my girlfriend, Athena. She said you can actually use any space that's owned by any public official for free. So I'm going to talk to her about that again. So I know that her office is on 125th Street, so that's a perfect place near all the transportation. So
right,
I'll start talking to her about that.
Okay, and
do we have a roundabout date?
Well, as soon as I get, and that's what this meeting is going to be about, and so that's what I'm going to put out there. But I am really, I mean, I think the way he presented this, we may have to cut it down. There's a lot he can cut out because that was sort of family. That was that reveal and what you've been, you know, you've all stuck and stayed and all of that. That piece can sort of get cut down in the bigger scheme meetings, I would imagine, or maybe not all the way, but
right, because for us, don't forget, he was also just wanted to lay the background, which I think we learned from him already from the behind the curtain. Yes. But he wanted to reiterate it and also tell us again, like Walmart does a lot, charging a little. Yes. So you want to also, and that's his motto. So
and that's the mindset. That's the mindset that he's going through.
He's like, let's follow this paradigm. So.
Right, because I was shocked. I was shocked with that Coca-Cola thing.
Right, how much they earn.
Coca-Cola, the profit margin per bottle is 5 cents to 10 cents based on $1.99 20 ounce.
Right,
and you think about how many people sell that 20 ounce for less than $1.99.
Right.
You know, so it's just really the volume. The volume is what's important, and so I'm excited, ladies. Well, it's just us ladies right now, but we'll keep moving ahead. What else do we want to say? You know, just stay as plugged in as you can. I know everybody can't get on all of the calls that they're doing.
But don't forget about the Wednesday night call.
The Wednesday night update call is back on. Our Friday coffee shop call. Our Saturday's women's call. You got the Sunday drill down to Diamond EOD call. You got the Tuesday morning Book of the Month Club, which I do get a lot out of that. That's a really good call in terms of that book, and the books that they're reading are important books to have. The prayer call is my favorite call of the whole week. That Tuesday night prayer call. I enjoy that call right there. And then we have the the Wednesday testimonial call, Wednesday morning. And again, they're just keeping people plugged in and active. They are looking for more hosts of calls. They are looking for more people to do videos. So anybody that, is so led to want to do that, all you got to do is let me know and we'll get you connected in. And just stay plugged into everybody's got on that 6-star page, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're all in there.
If we get cut off, you can just I'll put the link back in the group, okay?
Well, I think we might be able to, unless there's other things some people want to talk about. We can finish up quickly. I don't want to keep everybody all night. This is
Stacy.
Yes, honey.
So did they mention maybe how much the packs of pads would be, or
$6? It'll retail for $6. Now he did say we would make $2 off of each pack. Am I correct?
Yeah, if they ordered online, yeah.
If they order it online. And you actually, if you have someone who is just wholesaling, which I'm not quite sure how that works, but if you have somebody that's just wholesaling, they get commission. You get commission for every customer purchase. They get $1.50, and then their sponsor gets 50 cents.
Wait,
that was going deep too.
Huh?
Run that back one more time. If you're wholesaling.
So there are a couple of ways. Commercial bulk sales. If you bring a huge sale, like a hospital or a school or whatever, that's a huge sale, you get 40% of the profit paid to that.
Okay.
And then your sponsor will get 20%.
All right.
The upline sponsor will get 10%. And then the second level upline sponsor will get 5%, and the third level upline sponsor will get 5%.
Good.
That's on those bulk orders. On the wholesale, right? Because his thing was constant, consistent commission. That was it. If you have somebody who's just wholesaling, they don't have a team, they're just wholesaling. It says they get $1.50 in commission for every customer purchase online, and then the sponsor gets 50 cents. And all volume counts toward rank advancement, 100% for the wholesaler because they also can get rank advanced, and 40% for the sponsor. And that's wholesale. Now, when he talked about doing it retail, you get paid like 4 levels. Like if you're, say for instance, you enroll 2 people and one of those people, their customers purchase, you get commission off their customers' purchases, like money, not just the volume, but the money, which we never did before. You never got anything. I mean, you got commissions off of volume, but you never got paid money. And so you get paid like for 4 levels deep, you get 25 cents.
Yeah. Wow.
And like I said, with the Fast Start bonus, the payout, if the $100 package, the payout for the first level is 15, second level is 5, third level is 5, fourth level is 5. If they get the $250 pack, first level is 35, second level is 20, and the third and fourth levels are 10. And that's every time that's purchased. And then on the monthly subscriptions, right, which we never got paid off before, you get, they pay a total of 33% of the amount of ordered monthly by a distributor. And it's divided up so that first level gets 16.5% of it, the second level gets 6.5%, the third level and the fourth level both get 5%. So it's sort of like, and it takes to reach that first rank, you either have 25 customers or $500 in team revenue. That's all it takes to hit the first rank. And that makes you first family qualified for when that becomes a thing. You know? So
Wow.
that's the game plan. All right?
It's just money everywhere. It's just like, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, my mouth was hanging open. Like, all he kept saying was, and then you're going to get money from this. And then we're going to, and they're going to post the profits.
Right.
Quarterly.
So you'll know.
I think he said quarterly. So you'll know what the company's earning. You'll know you won't be in the dark. Is no, and the other thing was he explained the breakage. Remember he talked about the breakage. That money. Oh, I mean,
it goes into the pool because that's how the company makes money. What he said, consistent commissions. That's what he's looking for.
And it's only one line. No by what's the
no binary.
No binaries, right?
Mm-mm. What was the monthly order?
$30. $30.
Yep. Exactly, Shanette.
Yeah. That's the minimum amount required to be considered active.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
It's all good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
And the $50 enrollment fee covers your website?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yearly.
And that goes into the profit sharing.
Goes into the profit sharing. So we'll get a kickback on that as well.
Yep. So
on your first level.
Yeah.
Is that after a year? Because I still was confused.
Well, that was after 12 months.
After the end, it was 2.
Or
12
before.
months.
Or before.
12 months or how much money?
Well, it was initially, hold on, let me get, where did I write that? Okay, so 10% will be paid to the overall company profits paid to the field. Once the company profits exceed 5 million, 20% is paid to the qualified field. Mm-hmm. Goal is to pay quarterly after the first 12-month anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And you said all you got to do to become first family is come in with
25 customers.
25 customers or $500 team profit, $500 in team revenue. Any combination of that.
But okay, but I understand. So we got the 250 pack. Do we get all of that is credited, or is the C?
Yep.
There's no CVBV.
No, there's no BB. There's no, none of that. It's all dollars.
So the whole